You dealing with a narcissistic or toxic person in your life, in a relationship especially, let me tell you something. It's never going to matter. It's never going to matter how much you fight, how much you try. It's never going to matter how much you show and prove. Doesn't matter how many times you forgive that person. They're just going to use that as a stepping stone to manipulate you again. They're going to lose respect for you every single time you try harder. I know it's weird. It's completely the opposite of the way that a normal heart should work. Well, that's because you're dealing with a demon, to be honest with you. It's never going to matter how much effort you put in. It doesn't matter if you get them that car. Doesn't matter if you give them a place to live. Doesn't matter if you pay their bills. Doesn't matter if you watch their kids. Okay, you know what they're going to do with that car while you're watching their kids? They're going to run out and sleep with somebody else. They're going to sleep with somebody else and then tell that person you're awful. You're the worst thing that ever happened in their lives. But they can't leave you because so and so and so and so and so and so. Every excuse in the book. It will never matter how many plans you make. They're never going to move past step one. They're never going to try. They're never going to better themselves. Doesn't matter if they say they're going to go to therapy. They're not. Doesn't matter if they come to you crying in those moments when they need to manipulate you just a little bit more because they've done burned you so many times and tell you I'm sorry and I know I'm the problem. That doesn't matter. They know they're the problem. They use that. They're using your own empathy, your own compassion, and your kindness against you. It will never matter how much energy you put in. It will never matter how many times you prove, like a normal loving person would to another normal loving person, how much you care. Doesn't matter how much damage you take. Doesn't matter how many times they hurt you and burn you and you're crying and you're defeated and you can't move and you're unmotivated, because that's where they wanted you in the first place. They wanted to take something beautiful and destroy it. That's what these narcs do. That's what toxic people do. They're hurtful. They're hateful inside. They don't like themselves. They want to spread pain and destroy others to have some feeling of control. It will never matter how many times you try to make it work. They are designed for it not to work. And anytime you hold them accountable or try and have that heart-to-heart conversation that, two normal loving people would have, they're just going to use that as an excuse to get mad at you for trying to make them recognize where they've been wrong so they can go out and cheat and devalue you again and leave you in the dust and leave you crying and feeling awful and defeated. It will never matter how much you try. It will never matter what you give them. It will never matter how long you've been there, your staying power, everything. They are a black hole trying to destroy your light, my friend. It will never matter. So get out. Go no contact. Go live your life. Be good to yourself. And run. Run to a better future.